Welcome back to 30 Days of Mania, WrestleMania 20, where it all begins again. And as you can hear, that music that I honestly thought we'd never hear coming from WWE directly again, but we actually watched this WrestleMania 20 on the WWE Network, and it's Chris Benoit's theme music, and of course we all know what happened there, and we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, WrestleMania 20, at the time it was, again it happened, I thought that's one of the best WrestleManias. Going back to it, not so much, a lot of filler. I don't think there's anything really bad on the show, except for probably Brock Lesnar Goldberg. That was a travesty. But I still enjoy watching that match just for how unique it was. We didn't watch it. But the three matches we watched on this show, we watched Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle for the WWE title. Eddie had previously, had just won the, ending video. It's weird. Our downloaded copy doesn't have the package at the end. Oh well, I own the DVD anyway. So, yeah, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero.
Which makes it okay to download because he's already paid for this stuff.
Yeah. It does really. Yeah,
it does.
If you ask my opinion.
It is.
Yeah, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, great match. I love it. I love that Eddie won the title a month before this, went in to WrestleMania as the champion for the first time, and defended the title successfully, because I thought no one was expecting that at the time. I thought Angle was going to win it. It was just a lock. I thought they'd just given Eddie the belt so he can kind of drop it to Angle, but he kept it, and I was really surprised, and it was just a great moment. And do you remember much about the match? No.
I don't remember anything.
You remember when I tell you the finish, because you actually noticed it. I was wondering when the finish was coming, if Connie would even get it, but Eddie was kind of selling his ankle from the ankle lock, and he started undoing his boot.
Oh yeah.
And Connie's like, what's he doing that for? And then Angle gets him for the ankle lock again, and Eddie pushes his foot out. Angle's got the boot.
And I said that before he actually took
it before it even, you clocked it pretty early on. And then he rolled him up and held the ropes, lying, cheating and stealing and all that, and it was,
that
great.
was cool.
So, great match. Then we watched Undertaker versus Kane. This was Undertaker's return as the dead man character.
I remember him coming back.
It's mainly just about the entrance to this and the build-up to it, and Kane burying Undertaker alive the year before, and Paul Bearer coming out. Oh yes, that was really bad impression. It went on for a long time. Yeah. You're not real. It just went on for ages. Then he touches him, and then
doesn't even get to touch him really.
Undertaker was a bit rusty on his old, the little gimmick that he does. He was you could still see his pupils when he was doing it. Remember?
Yeah, he was, and you could tell they were going like.
Yeah, but it was cool. They had the druids coming out with the flaming torches, which were dripping onto the floor and setting fire to their feet. But those people with fire extinguishers on hand, so it was okay. Good entrance. Match is just I hate to say it, but a bog standard 10-minute match. Really, there's not much to it. It was just really, for me, just about the moment and stuff, and it was a good match. It just wasn't anything spectacular. More about the moment, I think, of Taker returning.
Pretty dead?
Yeah, the crowd
until the last 30
You gotta remember, this was a really long show. This was a 4.5-hour WrestleMania, and there probably have been ones that long, but these days it's 3 hours 50, something like that. They never usually get to 4 hours these days, and I don't know, maybe the crowd was burned out, but it was. Then we had the main event. Chris Benoit, who won the Royal Rumble that year, was challenging Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. At the same time, concurrently, Shawn Michaels was feuding with Triple H, and their feud wasn't really resolved, so it all kind of was built up and put into a triple threat match. I love it. People kind of refer to this as the greatest triple threat match ever. I don't know if it is, but it's certainly one of the best. You were kind of a bit bored with it.
Well,
it's a slow match
to
begin
because there was so much attention on a guy I didn't even know.
Yeah, she's never really seen much of Benoit.
And I just wanted to see Triple H and Shawn Michaels wrestle, and it was just.
And it's not full of three-way excitement either. At the beginning, it's really it starts out. There's a lot of conflict of interest between the three guys, and then one guy gets thrown to the outside, and the two guys wrestle for a bit. Then the other guy comes in, and another guy gets thrown out, and then they wrestle for a bit. I love the pacing of it, the way it worked up and everything. Shawn Michaels does a hellacious blade job in this match. I mean, it's just absolutely. His hair is just a bunch of mess, and it's just he looks like a right state. Bleeding everywhere, then Triple H is bleeding everywhere.
Didn't he flick his hair back or something onto?
He flicked his hair back when he was near the crowd. And someone must have got blood on them because he just kind of went and it was just flying everywhere. Probably. But yeah, I think it's a brilliant match. I love it, and I feel guilty.
I think they did it on the referee, actually.
The referee was there, yeah, but he was so close to the front row. Someone must have got at least water on them or something. I almost feel guilty for watching and enjoying this match because of Benoit, and there's all wrestling fans. There's two kinds of wrestling fans: the ones who watch and enjoy what Benoit had done in his career, and those who can't watch it and won't watch it. And I've got no problem with people who feel like that, but I don't know. I don't even know how I can even justify. I don't think we should even go into it at this point, really. But what he did is what he did, and it was everyone has their theory, but still a great match, and you just go back and enjoy it for what it is at the time, so yeah. Anything else you want to add? WrestleMania 20.
Didn't rewatch anything else.
No, that was it. Just the 3 matches. And of course the ending, was one of the greatest WrestleMania moments ever at the time. Eddie Guerrero coming out, he's the world champion. Chris Benoit, the world heavyweight champion. 2 guys who, by all rights, shouldn't have made it as the main guys in WWE, and that they're there as the world champions. And it was just like, wow, this is awesome. And then then Eddie died, and it got really sad. And then Benoit did what he did, and it's just like a really strange moment to see now. Really, it's a shame. But yeah. Luckily, there's no more moments like that for the next 9 WrestleManias, so I think that's probably the heaviest moment of the whole thing. But again, you don't really know much about him anyway, and it's I guess it's different. So
only what you told me.
Yeah, so it's not so bad for you, I guess, watching it. But there you go.
It was on my mind.
Yeah, I know.
From the second you told me that was the guy, because you already told me about
I know,
it
but
before, and that's when I was like, oh.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
not as much as everyone else.
Yeah, because from my perspective, it's like, oh, here's the guy I watched for years and years and was a fan of and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Lily's kind of sitting there. Maybe that's our cue to stop the video. Lily. There you go. Lily got in on the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you WrestleMania 21.
B.